I met the BRUADAR'S bees. The tiny creature is responsible for its unique flavour. In Aberargie, Scotland, you'll find Morrison's Scotch Whisky distillers, where BRUADAR'S is made by carefully balancing single malt Scotch whisky, sloe berries and honey, which is produced by hives at the distillery. Over breakfast we met the ladies from Denrosa Honey, who've been beekeepers in Scotland for 3 generations. They placed hives on this farm to not only allow them to enhance the local provenance of the liqueur, but also to strengthen the ecosystem around the distillery. We donned our colourful beekeeping suits and after a tour of the distillery, headed out to meet the bees. Spaceman springs to mind. We got shown how to load up the smoker, which will be used to spray over the hives and keep the bees calm. Simple little piece of kit, but very, very effective. There are 16 hives in total, and over the course of 45 minutes or so, we only managed to open 2. But we were taking so many photos. Inside the hives there's a layer of plastic, just so the beekeepers can have a quick look inside without disturbing the bees. This then gets pulled off.
You see all the wee faces coming up to say hello. Really gentle, very calm.
The beekeepers use a tool to pry the racks apart, as the bees are very good at making a sticky glue-like substance.
This comb's been really rubbish. They've kind of drawn it themselves. They've made a bit of a mess of it, but that happens sometimes. We'll just... There's a drone. He's big. He's got big eyes. Oh, yeah. He usually has a bit of a fluffy bum. They're generally not much bigger than a worker, and then she flies up and she goes on a mating flight, and basically she just has a great old time for it. There you go. And that's her. It helps us identify her. She's a lot easier to find now. Sorry, what might be.
Although the key ingredients of honey, pollen and nectar remain the same, much like whisky, there are a number of factors that can affect the honey's aroma, taste and colour, with the biggest being the kind of flower a bee frequents. Clover honey, for example, is light in colour with a delicate floral taste, whereas hardy heather plants bring a more complex taste with notes of molasses and caramel. Plant-specific growth habitat, with endless possible variants such as temperature, precipitation and soil quality, can also have a huge impact. Honey made from the same pollen source can taste completely different depending on the area the flowers are grown in.
That's those larvae are 3 days to develop from an egg into a larvae.
Okay.
And it takes between 16 to 21 days for to go from egg to they're about to hatch.
The brooder bees forage the local area and spend much of their time on the farm's permanent pasture, home to clover and wildflowers. In late summer, the brooder bees go on their annual holidays up into the hills where they collect the nectar from the abundance of pink and purple flowers. With us slowing down the beekeepers, they had another 14 hives to check upon. We headed to the Violet Kitchen Studios to sample BRUADAR'S, bespoke BRUADAR'S cocktails like the Bee's Knees, and tuck into incredible food from the Bothy Kitchen, made for us by Fiona, who is based at the Bauhaus in Fife. The food is local and seasonal, and when you get to eat incredible food like this, gorgeous salads, broccoli, pies, quiche, and even chocolate pudding, you understand the full impact that the bees have on our food production and why we need to look after these most important BIBs. Thank you so much, BRUADAR'S, for letting us visit your bees.